What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session and live analysis, like live discussion that we do every Monday to Friday. So this is the pre-London session live streaming. We will be discussing all the pairs that giving us potential trading opportunity in the upcoming session, as well as in this session, as well as you can see some of the pairs yesterday due to the high volatility, the price now overextended in some areas of the market, and we'll find out which pair giving us the best trading opportunity, and we'll jump on a trade if there is anything. As you can see, there are quite a few pairs preparing for a drop, including the GBP/USD. I see that on GBP/USD from this level there is a strong drop. I was preparing for a shorting GBP/USD. We see that from this resistance zone this instrument is coming down. What I think that if you look at the daily perspective, you see this daily 20 EMA. From this daily 20 EMA, this instrument is coming down. And what I think that GBP/USD, because the market, as you can see from this resistance level, this is the local resistance on GBP/USD. Quite a few candle has been rejected from this level and slowly coming down. And let's see, as soon as we will find suitable entry, we will jump on a trade. The way it is forming GBP/USD, what I think that we might see now, after big move to the upside yesterday during the news, we might see now we highly likely that we could see now again a deeper retracement, because this is a daily 20 EMA zone, which is a very important area of value. Now from the 4-hour perspective, we see that this market creating series of lower high along this zone, and what I think that GU and also GJ looks like that it's coming down again for a deeper movement to the downside. So we'll look at one by one, including gold. Guys, make sure you use the live chat if you have any question, and also don't forget to like and subscribe this stream, please. This really helps me to for the stream to be visible to more people, and thank you for your help all the time, appreciated. Let's look at gold, what it is doing now. Gold, as you have seen, that there was a huge movement to the upside during the news yesterday in this resistance level, and from this resistance we have seen that gold created this doji. The way the price action has formed multiple times, there is one here, this is a huge liquidity grab during the news on gold, created this long wick doji. There's one here as well, you can see back to back quite a few candles created a huge liquidity grab. Now what I think that gold slowly will have another wave of drop. The reason is, if you closely look at this is 4-hour time frame, we see that there is a head and shoulder, and then breakdown from this head and shoulder, and with this doji, the price during the news, you can see that penetrated completely to the upside from this resistance level, again has a rejection. So we see that in that zone there is a huge seller in this market. Now let's look at first of all the news calendar to see how the market might be moving later today. If we look at the news calendar on Forex Factory, what we see that so if we look at that one here, what we see that basically today already AUD news has been released, NZD, and coming up USD early morning in our zone. It could be in your zone different time. So the next news is coming FOMC. So FOMC, in fact, you know that very volatile news, and also tomorrow FOMC as well as NZD and again USD. So quite a few pairs coming up. Now for gold, what I think that you can see there is a doji already has been created. Now if you look at daily, guys, this price action on gold is now highly bearish. Okay, very highly bearish. What I think that gold, we could see another wave of drop. Okay, the reason is, first of all, you can see if you closely look at this daily price action here, so understanding the movement of a market is very important, that understanding the candlestick pattern. Now if you look at those candles here, you see that a bigger red candles, okay, very bigger red candles, and we see that here there is a narrower candle. Okay, so green candles are very narrower, you see that, with a long wick, right? And red candles, okay, red candles is very stronger, you can see that. So that's that whenever the buyers pushing this price high, the sellers is selling this market. Now this is the last day's candle, which is from the daily, it's a middleman, okay, and this price highly likely that after testing this zone it will have another wave of drop, high probability. Now from the 4-hour perspective, we see that basically gold, couple of times you see there is a big drop and a liquidity grab. So all those liquidity grab is basically putting pressure on this price for moving down. Now we see that this move consolidation, what I'm waiting now to have, at least to test this 4-hour 20 EMA, can give us a really good selling opportunity in this market. So if I look at further lower time frame, let me first look at this, draw this level here on the 4-hour with this 20 EMA. Now going back to 15 minutes or lower time frame. So what I think that gold is going to do is we might see at some point a spike to the upside, testing the zone, and then to have another wave of drop, so which is very likely to happen, because you can see that every time the buyers pushing that price high, the sellers selling this market. So the way it is forming here, you can see series of lower high, okay, the sellers getting stronger and stronger and the buyers not getting enough fuel here to push the price high. This is 15 minutes chart, and we could see some drop in this market, and that's what I'll be waiting for, an opportunity to sell gold market along this direction. So yeah, gold looks like that highly bearish, and we'll be looking to find suitable entry. GJ, you see that GJ also after going this price to this resistance level, or you could see that GJ from the lower time frame perspective, we see that this market is consolidating now. From the daily, we have seen that there has been a very strong movement to the upside. We'll jump on GJ next. Let me look at the chat, guys, what you're up to. So we will look at this one here. Let me look at, I'm just looking at, so I'm just trying to figure out which one. Okay, so what do you see that on the so we found that probability for gold today is bearish, so we will be waiting for suitable bearish trading opportunity on gold. And as you can see on GBP also looks like that. You see, this is the 5-minute chart on Gbpusd, guys. If we find an entry, we'll be selling Gbpusd. The way it has formed, to me, I was planning to sell GB exactly where I planned to sell. In fact, the price started to drop from that level. Okay, so we see that what I think that GU also is likely to drop, because the way the price action formed here, which is in fact a very strongly bearish now, and at least we can expect the price come to this support zone here on GBPUSD. Okay, so which is a very high probability that this market will drop. Now let's look at the 5-minute chart. Keep eye on it, and if the price break this support zone here, we might find a bullish trading opportunity or bearish based on the lower time frame price action that we are trading. So looking at all the USD pairs, let's first look at DXY to see in fact what is likely to happen. Now you can see the DXY, guys, on the daily, it's a very, so from the weekly, DXY is very crucial. Now you can see that this is sometimes very unpredictable to understand which way the market might be heading. But I think that we might see a lot of consolidation on the lower time frame DXY, because you can see that there is a middleman on the weekly on DXY. Okay, so this middleman is basically what we see, that it crossed the previous one's low, it's crossed the previous one's high. Okay, and so what we can expect on DXY is if we look at the bigger picture, we will see in fact what I think that DXY is going to do is we might see a lot of ups and down. Okay, the reason is this is the monthly chart. So when you look at the bigger picture, then in fact you understand what is likely to happen. Now you can see the DXY from the monthly, the price has broken this monthly support and created this big move to the upside, right, on DXY. Now you see this, there is a long wick here. What does this mean? Can anybody tell me in the chat? This is in this zone. Who is in control inside this box, buyers or sellers? Then I will jump next. So this is the monthly chart. I have drawn a box. Can you let me know in the chat is who is in control in this area on DXY? This is how you'll understand that how the price might do in the future. Greeting, thank you very much, Master. Thank you. Buy position NASDAQ, hold position or exit. Okay, Mohammed Tabis, we'll talk about it. Torong, good afternoon, coach. Dollar yen, yeah, absolutely. Look at it, Torong. Euro cat, please. Yep, good morning, thank you. Coffee long term chart, please. Coffee, we'll look at it. I normally don't look, normally I'll look at it for you. Good morning, Zerg, thank you. Hey, coach, NASDAQ, yeah, absolutely. Sellers, yeah, very good, Zerg. Good. Bears, very good. Wow, everyone on the point. Mansuki, very good. Buyers, this one is basically seller's zone, but anyway, your attempt is good. Buyers are strong in that section. Okay, so you see that 50, yeah, that is the real reflection in trading, that actually everyone will have a different opinion, and that's where we normally trade. Now you can see that this is the monthly sellers in control on DXY. Absolutely fish, awesome, thank you very much. You see that in this zone, inside this box is basically seller in control, and there is also an imbalance in that zone. You can see why seller is control. You see whenever the price was coming here, okay, it's a red candle, right? Next time monthly price gone there, created this long wick candle. Okay, now back to back 2 monthly candle is basically also created a lower high. It's a zone of seller. What I think that this month is going to do, DXY slowly is going up there. Highly likely it will create a lower high because it's a zone of seller, and then we'll have another drop. But it's still 6 days to go for this monthly, right? What I think that initially we could see a little bit of drop and then we'll uprise. So basically, because in that zone there is an imbalance. Imbalance means this zone there was a seller So now we'll buyer test this zone. Okay, so there is a probability now for this price to go ahead and test this bottom of this candle to complete that, to balance that zone, create a lower high, and then we could see a drop. So from the monthly we map out that we could see some bullish move on DXY. And if you look at the weekly, so there is a middleman here and slowly the bulls are going up, and from the weekly we see that there is still probability for the price to continue to go. So if you look at daily, now this is where the things is coming a little bit of complicated. As you can see that from the daily, the price, the trend is still bullish but not in its full form. So you see there is an impulse and then consolidation, liquidity grab from this support created this impulse. Now it is in another impulsive phase to the upside on DXY. So if we look at the 4-hour, okay, now from here, okay, what I see that DXY, this pattern, we see that it's bullish. Okay, no doubt about it. We see that this is a bullish pattern. For me to create an impulse for DXY, what it needs a little bit of liquidity grab and then to go bullish. So from all of this aspect, from multi-time frame, as you can see, when you look at the monthly, weekly, daily, and then jumping onto the 4-hour, we see that DXY is bullish, but short term we could see a little bit of drop and then going long. So in that case, on all the USD pairs, for the time being, we will look at for potential selling opportunity. Okay, like euro dollar, AUD USD, GBP USD, will look for potential bearish opportunity. So DXY bullish means these pairs are normally bearish. Okay, now let's, with that notion, let's look at the euro dollar. Okay, now euro dollar, or look at the gold. Okay, so gold, so the way that we started our session today with the notion that gold is likely to be bearish, that's what it is. So we see that what we see on the DXY, we can reflect it on gold as well. Okay, we saw that gold is long-term bearish market. The trend is bearish. You can see starting from here, impulse, correction, impulse. So basically every time the price was creating series of lower high and lower low. So what we can expect for the gold to continue to drop, okay, in this direction, even to this level of support. Okay, and so gold is bearish. Now the next thing coming up, so we saw that, keep in mind guys, sometimes the mind is very clumsy. We just forget everyone like that. So DXY is bullish. Okay, so we'll be looking for gold for selling. All the USD pairs will be looking to for basically dollar is getting stronger. That's the point that we need to keep in mind. Now gold, you can see that there is an impulse. So this is also slowly, it's creating a downtrend. Now for gold to go bearish, what I think that you can see there is a long wick. So when you see this kind of long wick, you can expect again the price to go ahead and test at least half of the long wick. Okay, now this is the zone around 1840 up, could be a zone that we can look at for gold to test and then to give us potential selling opportunity. Okay, so we found our technical zone that we can expect for gold to give us potential selling opportunity, and once we will see the gold is there, we will consider selling gold from that level. Okay guys, so Yeah, so that's a very important area of value that I will be looking for gold. So around 1840 up will be a good place for potential selling opportunity on the lower time frame on gold. So you can see that this is how the best way to analyze a market, to look at bigger time frame. So we see the probability with the gold that we'll be looking at. Now let's look at, now you can see that exactly same notion with the euro dollar and with GBP USD. We see that on GBP USD the price in fact having a strong rejection from the top. Okay, so because higher time frame is the probability for drop, let me look at this one here on GBP USD. Okay, I think for the short term we might see a good drop on GBP USD. It could even drop back to this level of support here. Okay, if you look at the daily, we see that the price has gone up along the direction of the daily resistance zone, and it is a high probability now in GBP USD to come back to this. There's one support here, the other one is here. And highly likely that GBP USD is coming to this level of support, or even slowly will break this level here to this zone. Okay, so look, going back to gold, so I'm just trying to relate all of them together. So all of them, like GBP USD, gold, all of them, any movement to the upside might give us opportunity to sell. So as you can see, this current candle is closing in 1 hour 3 minutes on gold. What the next, so it looks like that this one might close as a doji, and the next one we could see a spike up, okay, and then to give us another possibility to drop. Okay, and as you know that FOMC coming, so FOMC is in fact a big market mover. Okay, if we look at the weekly on gold, okay guys, so let's look at weekly perspective to see bigger picture. Now you can see that on the weekly, gold has previously tested the weekly 20 EMA here, and then has a bounce from this gap level here. This is what we discussed before on gold, and from this support gold has a big bounce. Now what I think that gold is likely to do again, is likely to come back down again, highly likely that it will test this zone again, and then we'll have another bounce. So there is a still big gap to fill up in terms of lower time frame on gold monthly. Yep, what I think that final destination for gold is at least this monthly 20 EMA. Okay, so if you look at the monthly 20 EMA and also from the Fibonacci perspective, you see gold has big move to the upside. If we take our Fibonacci for this move, we see that this is where the 50% Fibonacci level on gold, which is also aligning with the monthly 20 EMA on the monthly perspective, which is also a very important liquidity zone, back to back couple of weeks candle here, doji, and also one weekless candle here, one as well, not weekless fully, but it's a very important. So there is a pardon me, there is a strong liquidity in this level, and the next the next destination for gold is highly likely that gold is likely to come back down here. Now any movement to the upside on gold, okay, will give us an opportunity to sell, and that will be an awesome. If we see that gold is going up, giving us selling opportunity. No problems, Wish. Thank you. Gold morning, very good. Thank you very much for that. Brother, kindly give some time to make video explaining about verifying liquidity zone, especially for the major pairs with a specific time frame. Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, that's a very good point. I love liquidity zone for trading. Yeah, liquidity zone is very important. So I'll do some more videos on explaining the imbalance and liquidity zone as well, which is very important. Khalid, can I ask about AUD, Euro, AUD, Euro, AUD, you mean GBP, CHF? Good morning, thank you. Could you please EuroCAD? Yeah, absolutely. Good morning from Egypt, coach. Thank you. Thank you from Sydney. So the next pair that I'm looking at, GBP, CHF, and then I'll talk about liquidity as well. GBP, CHF, EuroCAD, and Euro AUD. Okay, first GBP, CHF. Okay, GBP, CHF, if you closely look at the daily, you saw that this market overextended to the upside. Okay, GBP, CHF on the daily, you can see there was a big bullish move during the news yesterday. Now the price is coming for a deeper retracement. This is the daily chart, and if we look at the 4 hour, okay, we see that now what I think that GBP, CHF, you see this is a big impulse. Okay, we will see that GBP, CHF again coming to this level here. Okay, why? Because when you see this kind of a double bottom breakout, what you can expect the price to go ahead and test this neckline of this previous resistance, turning support. So high probability that GBP, CHF will drop, okay, to this support here, turning resistance here. Okay, so highly likely this price will continue to drop to this level, and we see the way the price actions form. This is 1 hour chart on GBP, CHF, has a very long bearish candle. So we might see again an up price to test this level, but this market we could see for the short term some drop, and after dropping to this level, dropping down, then we could see again a bullish move. Okay, so we could see some short-term movement on GBP, CHF. Let me look at the EuroCAD. EuroCAD, you can see that yesterday there was a liquidity gap here and then dodged here. From this dodge we saw that bullish move. Now EuroCAD looks like that now bullish. Now if we look at weekly, yeah, from the weekly perspective, looks like that this market preparing for a bigger move. Looking at the monthly EuroCAD, after the previous monthly doji, this month the price tested the high, tested the low exactly pardon me, resigning in between this support and resistance. Now EuroCAD, but I think that it might move in between this support and resistance, but the price action is highly bullish. Now if you look at the weekly, you can see from this support there was a weekly candle this week so far has come to this level, and then now the bulls pushing that price high. If we look at the daily, there was a daily middleman yesterday, which is a very strongly bullish price action. So EuroCAD is bullish. We see that there was an impulse followed by bullish candle, narrow doji. Now this current session candle creating, looks like that it might create a doji, which is in fact again a bullish price action. Okay, so EuroCAD is bullish. Any movement to the downside in case can give us an opportunity to buy EuroCAD. For me, if this is the daily chart and we see from the daily 20 MA already the price has started to move up. So I think that this market has a lot of momentum now, because it has instead of dropping, it grabbed liquidity and closed above. EuroCAD is long-term bullish now. Okay, so from the lower time frame perspective, we see that, as you can see, there is a strong liquidity gap here as well on EuroCAD, and it basically respecting this trend line. Okay, and from this support along this channel the price is moving. So what I will be waiting for EuroCAD to come back down again to test, especially this 20 MA on the 4-hour. We have a strategy on the scalping as well. We will take a buy trade from here if it comes down back to this level on EuroCAD for this potential bullish move. Okay, good morning, sir. Thank you. Can you please give analysis on Gbpusd? Absolutely. So we looked at GBP CHF, we looked at EuroCAD. Now we look at Euro AUD, USD Turkish. Do you trade USD Turkish lira? How many of you trade USD Turkish lira? I thought that this market is this instrument is very currently it's not very tradable instrument. How many of you trade USD Turkish lira? Let me know. I video more about liquidity, please. Yeah, absolutely. Look at it, Catherine. I'll talk about liquidity now, and then we'll create more videos about market imbalance and liquidity gap. Please look at Euro USD. Absolutely. USD, yeah, thanks, no problems. I think that you Maxwell, you trade many instrument that sometimes I trade too. The very good one. Okay, so let me look at now okay, we'll look at next Euro AUD, and then I'll see the next request for this one. So Euro AUD, okay, the previous session we saw that there is another liquidity gap here, a strong bullish candle from this support. Now we see that this one also creating another strong bullish price action. So Euro AUD, if I look at the daily, from this 20 MA on the daily, Euro AUD going up, and this market has a very strong momentum now on Euro AUD. If we look at the weekly, we see that basically this market, you can see there is a strong movement down, has come to this level where there is big support here. Okay, and from that support we saw that basically Euro AUD, okay, it's coming down, grab liquidity. Now we see this market is breaking up. Now what you see that Euro AUD has a clean inverted head and shoulder on the weekly. So weekly inverted head and shoulder is in fact something to be considered, because we will see very big move on the lower time frame. Looking at daily, what we see that from the daily, after the previous days this bullish candle that has crossed the daily 20 EMA, the price now breaking to the upside. So 4 hour, we see there is previous sessions candle is in fact a textbook bullish angle. For multiple times we saw that this market grabbing liquidity means that it is preparing for a bigger move, and I think that Euro AUD is a very good pair now for potential bullish setup. Once you will see that, I'll definitely trade Euro AUD. I just need a little bit of retracement, especially to this level, which is the previous resistance zone turning support. So Euro AUD, from the swing trading perspective, I will be waiting for a bullish setup, guys. Keep in mind that when I say bullish, bearish, there is a lot of aspect that we need to keep in mind. Short term, long term, most of the thing that, so if anyone needs, for example, let's say you want to know about the let's say you want to know about 5 minutes time frame trading opportunity, just mention it on the chat so that I exactly know that you are basically looking at the lower time frame. Okay, just looking at and also AUD had very strong liquidity there multiple times. This one also preparing for a drop. So Euro looks like very stronger in comparison with the other pairs. So Eurojpy doing the same thing. Gbpujpy, but we see that basically this market also trying to, it's consolidating at the top. Okay, GJ, what I think that if we look at the bigger picture, this is the daily, this market also might be slowly coming down. It highly likely this market also will drop. Okay, because from the monthly we see already an impulse. Now the reason what I'm saying that short-term drop is because this is the daily candle. You see a lonely daily candle to the upside, deleted all of them, and that candle has broken this resistance level on the daily perspective. And even if I draw this highest level, we can expect now this price to come down to test this level, okay, which is the previous resistance turning support, and for the which is almost 100 pip down from this level that we see. What I think that, you see Gbpujpy, if we see that so with that said, euro dollar and Gbpusd, as I mentioned, Gbpusd having a very strong downward movement. Okay, so GBP looks like that getting weaker, including GBP CAD, GBP CHF. gold. I'm just looking at all of them. NZD, USD, dollar yen. So looking at dollar yen, what I see, that dollar yen from the daily, I think this market also now, you know, preparing for a bullish move, but for me, to go long with dollar yen, we need, so there could be a manipulation here, okay? There is a high probability. So with that, if dollar yen is coming down, this is 4-hour chart to this level, to this, especially this 20 EMA, highly likely there will be here a manipulation, and if that's the case, then we'll be going long with dollar yen. Okay, 3 EM. Okay, please look at Euro USD. Sorry, yeah, my broker doesn't allow Turkish currency. Very good. I mean, doesn't allow. Okay, yeah, I see that. Yeah. Okay guys, in the meantime, give a big thumbs up guys, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. And also there is a link in the description area. Visit the website if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So we see that Gbpusd, and I see the GBP pairs getting very weaker, including AUD. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the session, that DXY is showing significant bullish movement, and we see that is being reflected everywhere. So going back to gold, so we set our parameter at 1840 for gold to have a test and then to go short. So there is FOMC coming later today, and that FOMC is a very good place for it's a market mover. Okay, so Euro USD, some of you ask for Euro USD. Euro USD is bearish, but you see this market is dropping now. It is leaving an imbalance here also. Why this imbalance? You see that this long wick doji during the news, that long wick doji, we could see another one to the upside. Okay, if we look at the daily, there is a daily bearish candle, and I think that the market at least will come up again to this daily liquidity zone. As you know that some of you ask about the liquidity. So the liquidity is basically, let me quickly tell you, and I'll post a separate complete lesson during the weekend about the liquidity guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channels and also press that bell notification so that you don't miss out. So liquidity is basically, see, when you understand liquidity, I give you some couple of examples, but let me explain what it is. Let's say there is a level here, right, and the price has gone up to that level, bounce back, has gone up, bounce back. Now this is a level where the seller are interested, right? Now what's happening is that when the market is hitting that level, the buyers bought, and from that level sellers are interested to sell, right? and again the buyers bought from the same level, sellers interested to sell. Now when you see that, like you and me, everyone is looking in the same chart, is saying that okay, from that level sellers are selling, so that's a zone where we can sell too, right? We might be selling short from here, stop loss above this high like everyone is doing, and probably target here. Now what's happening is that at some point you see that this market, in most cases you see, has violated that zone, has gone up, crossed that level, hit you to stop loss, and then probably you see that again returning back, right? So now this is what we called a liquidity gap. Now even if you are not trading here, you'll see a candle like this, okay, that has crossed that and then closed back below. Now let me show you an example before I progress further. What do I mean? You see this one is a liquidity gap. This doji also has a liquidity gap. If I go to the gold, this is daily chart, you can see this is a liquidity gap. Now why liquidity gap is so important to understand is that this is where the market moves, because see, if you want to be a good driver, let's say if you want to be a good driver of a car, you at least need to know the basic function of the car, how the wheel, when you, let's say you are rotating the steering wheel, if you rotate on the right side, how the wheel is moving, you need to have a good understanding of that, then you can become a good driver, right? In the similar way, if you understand why these things happen, then you can pick the best trade possible for you. So what's happening is that when you, let's say the price is hitting that level, penetrating the zone, this resistance, and then close back below, let's say on the daily chart you are here, right? And you are thinking that okay, should I sell or should I buy here? Once you see this, it will give you a very good understanding of either you should sell or you should buy. Why? Because you saw that there is a liquidity gap, so it's a sell signal. Now why? Because when everyone sold from this level, okay, because the price has penetrated that zone, and like everyone sold from here, their stop loss here is a buy order. So when you are selling, your stop loss is a buy order, okay? Now when the market is going up, let's say when this doji formed, the market has gone up, that the smart money bought this market to go there. The reason is they know that there is a lot of sellers in the zone, that here their stop loss is there, because to sell, if they want to sell, they need buyer. Now you are also smart, they are also smart, everyone is smart in the market, right? Now then you have to be smarter than the smartest. So what's happening is that when you are selling, everyone is selling, smart money is selling, because everyone has the most, what I can say, sophisticated machine in this universe. Everyone has the nice brain that can think of which way the market will be heading. So everyone is selling, and then now smart money is selling. So when everyone is selling, then who will be buying? Because the market always need a transaction, otherwise the price will drop. So what's happening is that smart money to sell, they need a better price, okay? So if they need a better price, they invest something to move that price there. How do they? Let's say if you see that you're gonna invest $100 and then you have $1,000 profit, why shouldn't you do that? Okay, you invest $100, get $1,000 profit, right? Now smart money is buying with $100 to move that price there, so that they can sell for $1,000 more. So then how do you make money in that situation is when you understand it, you know that you need to wait for the smart money to finish its job. Okay, smart money will go there, will hunt everyone, will hunt everyone's stop loss, and then you see that they started to drop. Now when this is done, the job is done, then when you can sell, you know that there has been a stop loss hunting, so the smart money sold, retail trader forced to be a buyer instead of selling. Now this market will drop, and that's what we called a liquidity grab. I sincerely believe that you understand it, and once you understand it, become much easier for one to take a better trading decision. Hopefully that you got it at the point. Let me know if it's still not clear to you. Okay, so from this session what we are going through is you see guys, this is what the main thing. When you see a market is trending and suddenly the trend swing low is violated, this is where the best trading comes in. See, this is where the liquidity grab is. The price has broken the low, previous swing low, and then has created this big move to the upside. So going back to euro dollar, for euro dollar, so like GBP USD, Euro USD, and AUD USD all showing significantly bearish. Okay, we see so what we can expect on dollar yen, and so basically from all of this what we see, the dollar yen and DXY for me for the bullish trading on dollar yen is the best one to pick. You can see that this market slowly creating a bullish momentum. Now from the daily, this market already created a big move to the upside, and the price is above all this resistance level on dollar yen. This is a very important level of resistance, also above this top, which is in fact pushing high. So for me, dollar yen, I'll be really happy to sell if the price drop to this 20 MA, because I really love to trade either a liquidity grab or an overextended market. So in a rule of thumb, dollar yen to continue to go up from here, which is a probability, but for a higher probability, I'll wait for dollar yen to drop to this 20 MA to have a spike down, and then to grab liquidity, and then to, if that's the case, this is a very important area of value. I'll be trading from here, and also I'll send the same trade alert to the students who are trading with us. If you want to trade with us, there is a link in the description area. You can visit the website, you can join us to learn our strategies and also trade with us. Good day, coach. Great to learn from you. Thank you very much. Guys, can you can I be your Yeah, absolutely, Jack. Thank you very much for your expression. I'll let you know. No problem, brother. Can you consider some special promotion to join your VIP by giving a special discount? Nor Sahel, there is a link in the description area. Nor, go to the website, talk to them. There is always there is a way out. If you are really dedicated to join us, visit the website. There's a live chat, and let them know, live agent. They will be able to help you how you wanna join. They will be able to help you definitely for 20. Yeah, thank you very much, coach. You can't see the link for mentorship. Why? So it should be in the description of this video. Let me look at it. Should be there. So the first link is the website link. Okay, so you can't see. Can anybody let me know? You should see that. The first link is the website link, and you should be able to see in the description of this video. Okay, definitely look at it. Okay, so dollar yen is significantly bullish, but for me, as you can see, there's a little bit of imbalance here on dollar yen, and I think that at some point we should see some drop to this level, and then to give us another bullish trading opportunity. I'm a beginner. I have a long candlestick pattern. Yeah, absolutely. Beginner candlestick pattern is it's very good idea to look at candlestick pattern. I'll be also posting some new content on the YouTube about the candlestick pattern, guys. Keep eye on it. Gold, sir, I think miss. Okay, no problem, sir. Thank you for your, I can see awesome is clearly. Thank you very much for that. Thanks for that. Okay, so okay, I say yeah, absolutely. Okay, gold. So what we talk about gold is bearish. You can see that this market is bearish, and if you closely look at, you see there is a sudden drop on this instrument. So for me, gold, as I mentioned earlier today, what I need is gold to test this resistance zone here. Okay, around 1839 could be a very good potential for selling. I think that you see there is a long wick doji here on the 4 hour. Okay, this zone highly likely gold will test, and from there we could see a drop. So for me, crossing this 4 hour 20 EMA to the upside will give us a potential for selling gold, and I will be on it all day long today, and I will be again updating everything during the New York session, guys. Make sure you stick also the next one. Thank you very much, Jark, for that. And I'll be coming live on again in the New York session, guys. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll keep watching for the next couple of hours to see if there is any trade that we can enter, and I'll be sending straight to the students in the VIP Telegram channel, and also I'll be opening for myself as well. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you again in the next live, guys. I really appreciate your support to the channel, and I'm always committed to give the best trading education possible. I'll see you very soon. Stay happy, stay well. Thank you.